Okay, so people, it has been an interesting few months to say the least. So, man, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it's been a month since this beast. Hang on, since this beast, YoungBoy, Real Killer or Fake Gangster dropped. Now, 6 hour video. It hit different, quite frankly, people. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what it was I was trying to do, but it definitely got out of hand when it come to doing this YoungBoy video. So I just want to talk a little bit about like what everything's been like since this video dropped, some of the reactions, some of the positivity, some of the negativity, some of the hate, some of the death, the threats that I've received over this piece of media content. And it's been an interesting time, man. I started doing this video. I mean, I've done a YoungBoy video before. If anybody's a real one, right? If anybody's a real ass player, okay, you'll remember that I actually did a YoungBoy video way back in the day. So it's ironic, actually. It's very ironic that just we're not even there yet. But I did. So this is 3 years ago. I did a video on the deadly beefs of NBA YoungBoy. Now that video is sitting at 2.5 mil views. I haven't actually surpassed that yet with the new documentary, but it has only been a month, people. So, you know what I'm saying? Got to show me my respect where it's due. But essentially, you know, a lot of people have been asking me for a long time, please do the YoungBoy story. And I get, like, I kind of already did it, in a way, in my old way of doing videos. But it was time for the full-blown docu-series, Netflix, Trapflix, whatever you want to call me, treatment for the YoungBoy story. So I started putting this together, man, and this was a long labor of love over several months. It was a grueling process, if I'm honest with you, people. It was absolutely painstaking to put this piece together. I mean, YoungBoy's story is just incredible. You know, I start looking into this guy. I've always been a fan of YoungBoy. I've always been a supporter of his music and a supporter of what he does. But the more I looked into him, the more I just found crazy stuff. And just the more and more it pointed me to the fact that, like, this guy is probably the most important person, like, in hip-hop going right now. I think YoungBoy is, like, a once-in-a-lifetime artist. He's a once-in-a-generation artist. And through the course of doing this video, I'll be honest, I think YoungBoy became my favorite artist, hands down. You know, for the longest time, Lil Wayne had been my favorite rapper. Hands down, it had all been Lil Wayne, the Carter 3. Growing up, the Carter 3 had a huge impact on me, bro. But over the course of doing this video, man, listening to album after album from YoungBoy, you know, back in the day, I kind of used to think that, like, YoungBoy's music, it was so disposable. He was just firing it out 3-4 albums a year like he's goddamn Lil B or Viper the rapper. But the more I learned about YoungBoy's story and the more I kind of actually sat down and broke down the backstory behind every single album, like where he was at in his life when each album dropped, why he was dropping that album, what the stories were behind it, the more I fell in love with this guy, pause, as a rapper. I've just become obsessed with YoungBoy over the past few months. You know, you have to be to make a 6-hour documentary. But it was an absolutely crazy journey. You know, I want to shout out my whole team. You know, my guy Traplaw Miko, my guy Traplaw Ted, Traplaw Jalal, my guy Traplaw Josh. It's just been a crazy, crazy journey. My guy Traplaw Cormac, I think he works on the YoungBoy video. But yeah, it's just been a crazy journey, man. Digging into all of these stories, dealing with a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges. I mean, editing a 6-hour video, that ain't easy. So it was very tough. It was very challenging, but it was also very rewarding to have finally got out. Gosh darn. Six people. All right? I don't want to hear about Drake. I'm the real 6 god, okay? I'm the 6-hour god, okay? The 6 god over here. To get this video out, it honestly felt like, I want to say it felt like having a child, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what that's like because I ain't got a ute yet. But it was definitely like having a big old dump. And you know what I'm saying? It was like passing a very large movement, if you know what I'm trying to say. It was tough. 6 hours. Everybody that worked on it put in an absolute blinder of, in fact, a performance. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the real MVPs. It was absolutely crazy. But, you know, the video came out. I finally managed to get a little bit of rest. I even had a holiday. But at the same time, I was keeping track of what people were saying. And I think this is probably the opportunity, people, that I'm going to take to finally just revel in the positive feedback that you folks gave me. Because I tried really hard to stay away from the comments after this video uploaded. It was painstaking. You know what? I wasn't even trying to hear. I did like a few of these, but I wasn't even really trying to hear too much praise, too much positivity, too much negativity. I was broken. I was a broken man after this project finished, quite frankly. So, real talk, I kind of had to just dip out. I went to Amsterdam for a week, switched off completely, and you know what I'm saying? I was glad to hear secondhand that you guys enjoyed it. But you know, essentially, I've been meaning to sit down and have a little look at what everybody said about the documentary, and you know, I'm just super grateful for all the feedback and all the kind words. So let's have a little look at some of these comments on this documentary, and we're gonna get to the big dog himself, YoungBoy, who ended up leaving his little mark on things. But let's see. So shout out to my guy Patrick CC, man, absolute goat of the YouTube content documentary game, my guy. Patrick CC up here showing me love, man. 6 hours. Bro dropping Netflix limited series and we get to watch for free. Legend. Shout out Pat CC, man. I gotta say, once the edit got past the 3-4 hour mark, I started thinking of it as a Netflix series. You know, I didn't want to split it up. The amount of times, I'm sick of hearing it, quite frankly. I'm not trying to hear another person say to me, oh, have you thought of splitting your video? Yeah, of course I've thought of splitting the video. I've got a genius idea for you that you've probably never thought of. No one's probably recommended this to you before. Have you thought of splitting your long videos up? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. What? How about I take the thing about them that makes them really good and like stand out and like next level that people are constantly gassed up about, and we'll take that. We'll just remove that. We'll take that away. We'll split it up into parts. Why don't we release it in 5,000 30-second chunks? How about that? Never. I'm a 6 hour dude. You know what I'm saying? 6 hour dude. Like a 6-figure dude, I'm a 6 hour dude, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's read some more of this sweet praise. This could have easily been an 8-hour, multiple episode Netflix series. Facts. I'm surprised a major streaming service hasn't picked you up to make a doc. I am too. Good job once again. Appreciate you, Levis30503. The story about his childhood friend being killed perfectly demonstrates why so much crime happens in black communities. Not snitching ensures murders don't get solved, and not only that, but any and all crimes become commonplace because no one is going to call the cops if you're selling dope or robbing people. Revenge cycles become the way the community deals with deaths, and we all know that the violence never ends because someone is always dying and somebody always wants that get back for death. Now, I do really like when I get insightful comments and to hear sort of like people give their opinions on the backstory and the sentiment behind the videos, because it ain't all about the praise. As much as it gasses me up to see people say, oh my god, Trap Law Ross did a 6-hour documentary, you are literally the GOAT of everything. Feels good, man. But at the same time, like, I do really like the analysis and the backstory. You know, one of my favorite comments that I get on videos, one of my gosh darn favorite comments that I get is like when people comment and they say like, hey, I live in X street that's like 2 streets over from where this crazy gang war happened, and I had no idea that it was happening. I drive this road to work every single day, and I didn't realize that I was driving through the middle of a war zone until I watched this video. Now, those are goated comments. I love it when people say like, oh, I knew this guy was my uncle, and the way that you put the story was absolute facts. Or like, my buddy is actually a member of the moving gang, and he told me that the way things work are blah blah blah, and you've like, love that kind of stuff, man. I love to hear the little insights that my stories can spark. Ross, I really hope that you're proud of your work. No one does it like you. People love to hate on you for gathering and retelling stories in a way that people from all kind of backgrounds can understand. You deserve all the success in the world. Appreciate that. You know what's interesting? A lot of people get on my case. They say you shouldn't be telling these stories, man. You don't look like the people in these stories, so you shouldn't be telling them. Like, shut up, man. You know what I mean? It's obvious that I know what I'm talking about. Sorry I didn't grow up in the slums of Baton Rouge. I am merely a Google.com educated scholar. Okay? I'm just using my Googles. I'm doing the Googles at a world-class level, quite frankly. And, you know what I mean? I'm finding out the facts. Look, I try and get everything as accurate as I possibly can. I gloss over stuff that I can't factually prove, but I like to think that I'm getting a pretty clear telling of the story across, and I try and do it in a way that all people from all backgrounds can understand. So I do really appreciate a comment like this, and I just want to say that it's very important to me that I can try and make these stories that mean a lot to me from the rap world, you know, the rap scene that I'm so engaged with, that I'm in love with. Any new rap songs come out, bro, it's like Christmas to me. Okay, it's like, I love hip hop. I love the rap game. I'm really about this stuff. Okay, I might not look, sure, I might not look like it, okay, all right, if you want to be presumptuous, all right, but I love this stuff, okay? I love making documentaries about this stuff, and it makes me feel great to try and retell a hip-hop story that means a lot to me, that somebody on the outside of the hip-hop scene, you know what I'm saying, people that maybe look like me, people that look different to me, or the people in my videos, people that are just completely different, okay? I like to make this stuff accessible and interesting, and I like people to watch my videos and maybe have no interest in rap whatsoever and come away from it as a fan of YoungBoy, as a fan of King Von. You know, for better or for worse, the guy made incredible music. And I like people hitting me up saying, I had never heard of King Von in my life, and now I am a super fan, / I do think he was a bit of a bad dude. So, you know what I mean? It's not about hijacking the culture and taking it and turning it into my own thing. It's about showing my love and spreading the love for the content beyond borders, beyond the lines that certain ignorant people think that you shouldn't be able to cross. And I think that's W. Props for the good work that you've put in on this documentary. Definitely worth watching. On another note, it's sad to see young, talented people losing their life for the streets while they could have lived and made a great positive impact. The cycle of blood and hate will never stop unless the culture and the mentality of idolizing gangs and crime stops. What a mess. It's an important point because I've been saying at the start of my videos, like, this video does not intend to idolize or glamorize the gang lifestyle. Like, I'd like to think, like, people hit me up and they're like, oh, you're glorifying, you shouldn't make money off of this stuff. You're glorifying it. And it's like, bro, I make it look terrible. Like, I'm talking about people whose families have been killed, like people who have lost their lives early, people who missed out on their budding rap careers because they ended up taking a bullet for a street feud. I think this stuff doesn't look cool at all. The people that make stuff look cool is the rappers, quite frankly. Like, I think my video makes being a gangbanger on house arrest look kind of like an L compared to, like, being a superstar rapper. And I think YoungBoy's music makes sliding on your ops with a green bandana look really cool. Like, makes it look really glamorous. Like, I'll be real with you, when I play a few YoungBoy songs, I'm ready to put on the green bandana and slide. But when I've sat there watching an hour of my own content talking about how grisly and bloody the gang war in Baton Rouge got, I'm putting that green bandana around and I'm calling for peace. Round, down. I'm putting that green bandana down and I'm calling for peace, because it ain't cool, man. It ain't actually a good look. I don't think anybody's watching the King Von documentary thinking like, oh, that's really cool, and like, he's really cool, and what he achieved in life was really positive and cool. Like, he was a good rapper and he definitely changed the lives of the people around him. It ain't glamorous, man. It ain't cool. It's not really a good look. Shout out my guy No Life Shack, man. Nah, 6 hours of research is insane. Ross, you a scary MF. I appreciate that, No Life Shack. You know what I'm saying? I am scary in both senses of the word. You know what I'm saying? I try and be scary. This is incredible journalism. I can only imagine the sheer hours of research that went into producing this and King Von's documentaries. It's unlimited hours. I wish I kept track of it, to be honest with you. I actually wish that I kept track of the time that it spent me put all this together. And I feel like I'm getting lag on this video. Anyway, I wish I kept track of it, because shit's crazy, quite frankly. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I don't know how I did it, to be honest. I don't know. I look back and I don't really remember. Like, I just get in a frenzy of working. I don't really like pay attention to what's going on. I'm just trying to get this video done and get my life back. And it's like, I don't even remember that, but now it's there forever, man. You know what I'm saying? That greatness. Let's just read a few more, and then we'll switch it up and look into something else. But I don't know why either camp would be mad at you. I feel like you showed respect where it's due. You are truly a modern day historian, and they should appreciate that. In 10 years, were if it not for people like you, these people would have been forgotten, and nobody would be able to piece this puzzle together or make sense of the tragic losses. Very well done. It's a good point, because one of the things that really pisses me off when I'm making these documentaries is if I write like a bit of a script, and then a couple months go by, I've been writing a bunch of other stuff, maybe I'll film the video, put it into the edit, and then I start getting messages from my editor talking about, oh, that clip doesn't work, that link's dead that you sent me. Bro, that shit, bro, that stuff's got me ready to punch a wall, quite frankly. If someone hits me up and they're like, oh, dead link, we can't put that in the video, I'm fuming, man. I get fuming, because it's like, there are people out here on a campaign to revise history. There's people out here on a campaign to let's delete all the IG lives where these people look bad, or let's try and take down, like, let's be real, let's try and get all the IG lives where I incriminate myself taken down. Bro, this is the internet. That is there forever. There is no getting away from it. Okay, whether it's a picture of somebody who lost their life, whether it's an IG live where you incriminate yourself, whether it's just something funny and goofy that you did that people want to look back that actually happened in the real world, bro, you can't be trying to scrub the internet, but it does happen. Okay, there was one clip in the YoungBoy documentary where his mum, Sharonda, YoungBoy's mum Sharonda, is like showing on IG live, showing like the viewer around her house, showing you the guns that she keeps in her crib and like where she hides her guns, and she's like, I'm ready for war anytime the ops pull up. And I don't know how they did it, but in the time between writing the script and actually editing the script, YoungBoy and his mama team, they scrubbed that clip from the internet. I'm talking everywhere. I could not find that clip, and I'm good at what I do. Okay, they say I'm the feds for a reason. I know how to find the clips. I could not find that clip for love nor money. It was impossible. It was absolutely impossible. I couldn't find that clip anywhere. Shit was crazy. So, yeah, it is important to like document this stuff for future generations, man. There's a lot of things, you know, you hear these stories of like Elon Musk talking about, oh, you're not going to be able to look at old tweets. Like if a Twitter account hasn't been used in like 2 years, we're gonna make it so we're gonna delete the account and archive the account. Bro, I would have been screwed if they did that before the Von documentary, bro. And that guy left a trail of breadcrumbs that led me to all the bodies. And it wasn't just Twitter, but I read every tweet that King Von ever did and built the story around that. And to be honest, like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those tweets have been deleted by whoever's got access to his accounts, and like just that information, that knowledge has been deleted forever. So it breaks my heart when I lose a clip, or if I can't find something that I know that happened. And I like to think that, you know, my videos can kind of serve as like a single source documentation of what really happened. And I know that after some of my documentaries have dropped, like the FBG Duck one, there was a whole lot of clips that were getting scrubbed from the internet afterwards, people trying to cover their tracks. But that shit's out there now. Ain't no getting it taken down. Anyway, shout out the Cuff Boys. Bro made a 6-hour video. Holy shit, what a legend. Shout out to you. I see you making a lot of videos, especially when the Melly trial was going on. I can't wait to see that again. Outstanding piece of work, TLR. Amazing research and dedication to evidence-based storytelling. I can't even imagine how long it takes to research a 6-hour video. Never mind making it. Long. Writing it and editing. Long. Congratulations. Freaking mind-boggling, TLR. I'm boggling minds out here, people, okay? Not to toot my own trumpet too hard, but I'm boggling minds out here, all right? Let's not play around. This, along with the Von doc, is some of the best documentaries I have ever seen. I can't fathom how this wasn't produced by some big network. Definitely got a gift. I'm a one-man network, okay? And that's not true, because I now have 4 people on my team. So we're a 4-person network, because they're not all men. You know what I'm saying? We're progressive over here. But for real, I appreciate that kind of comment, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. It's an overwhelming amount of positivity right here, okay? It's an overwhelming amount of positivity right here. I'm not trying to flagellate myself too much out here. Pause. But you know, it's a whole lot of positivity. I'll be honest, because I switched off when this whole thing dropped, I kind of ducked a lot of the negativity. Usually I'd be in the comments reading those 1 or 2 negative comments on my ass, and they would be hurting my feelings. But I didn't bother this time, and it feels great. You know what I'm saying? We've got 14,505 comments. It's going to take me too long to like swipe right to the end to see some negative ones, but I know you lot want to see me react to some hate and get all flustered. So let's go newest first and see some haters. Let me see. I don't want to just read something that could be offensive or could be messed up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Here we go. Here's a hating ass message. Man, it just blows my mind to make a doc on an individual like this that's not dead or been convicted. Okay. It blows my mind to make a documentary on an individual that's not dead. What, we can only make documentaries on people that are dead now? Okay. Netflix gonna have a hard time. Incriminating this man to go get paid to make $1. I really think you're lame for this. And if he could, there will be some kind of lawsuit coming your way. Now, my guy, this encapsulates a lot of hating ass comments that I saw on this video of people that clearly didn't watch the entire video. They maybe saw the like no jumper post about YoungBoy having 12 bodies. Now, they jumped out the window with that, because I never said anywhere ever in this documentary that YoungBoy has 12 bodies. I actually never said that YoungBoy killed anybody. Ironically, okay, the entire video is a bait and switch. If you want me to break it down for you, the whole video was a bait and switch. The idea was to basically lure you suckers in with the promise of a young boy documentary with the same flavor as the King Von serial killer documentary. I had all your hating asses going after me after the original King Von documentary, talking about, well, if King Von's a serial killer, then YoungBoy must be where's the serial killer documentary on YoungBoy? Here it is, but twist. He ain't no serial killer, okay? If you watch it to the end, you'll see I basically say the YoungBoy ain't do none of that shit. He's a rapper. Maybe if you want to believe him, he dropped the bag on a few people, but even so, I think the feds would be able to piece that together had it been true, and it ain't happened. So, you know what I'm saying? Is what it is. Is what it is. But there ain't even that many hating ass messages, to be honest with you. It's all positivity. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, there was one person whose opinion I do actually care about. Okay, when it comes to this stuff, I couldn't care less what a goddamn Brandon Dirt 119 has to say. Okay, I can't even tell if that's dissing me or not. This dong wrong in everything about Dirk. Cap. On point. Dirk was trying to sign them fools. Didn't work out. Didn't pan out. Anyway, there was one opinion that I cared about when it came to this video. And that was, of course, my boy, YoungBoy. Okay? I couldn't believe it. I quite frankly, I had to wake up. I was in Amsterdam on my vacation trying not to read comments. And I wake up to a whole gosh darn cavalcade of people saying, Trap Law Ross, YoungBoy is rapping about your ass. Your pasty white Bognor Regis coming from ass is in a YoungBoy song. I couldn't believe that shit. Okay? I couldn't believe it. But people, it wasn't cap. It was not cap. It was factual information. Now I'm going to mute it so we don't get so we don't catch a little copyright case over here. But YoungBoy dropped his song Testimony, and he was talking about me. He was talking about little old me. Okay. Now maybe I can just play the moment that it happens, but I'm not trying to get demonetized out here. Okay. But I'm pretty sure it might be the most played bit because you know what I'm saying. We know why we're here. Where is it? Come on. How can I? Gonna catch that copyright case. There we go. Look, okay, I ain't trying to catch the copyright claim, but you know what I'm saying? My boy butchered the title of the video. Bro, we gotta time this just right so I don't get claimed. Come on, YoungBoy. Come on, here we go. Here it is. This is the half a second that made my entire life. Real gangster or a fake killer, tell them F with us. Now, this was slyly disappointing because the title of the documentary is, in fact, Real Killer or Fake Gangster. My guy flipped the lyrics on me. I'm not going to cap. My guy flipped the lyrics on me. I considered actually changing the title of the documentary so it matched the YoungBoy lyric. I don't know how pathetic that would have been. I was thinking, you know what, I might just quickly change the title to Real Gangster or Fake Killer. Just for the clout, okay? But I couldn't do it in the end. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go that far. I didn't fan out that much. But you look, okay? Listen. I come from Bognor Regis, people, okay? People like me, people like us, all right? People that look like me. We don't make it to YoungBoy songs every day. All right? This is a landmark moment. This is a landmark moment, people. And you know what? We're gonna have to get these lyrics up on the screen because shit was crazy, quite frankly. Like, I could not believe what I was hearing. All right, where is it? Genius.com is some of the worst formatting I've ever seen. I need to buy this website, quite frankly. Trash. Anyway, now look at this. Look at this, people, okay? This is landmark. This is landmark right here. It's on genius.com. Real gangster or a fake killer? Tell them F with us. Now, before I get any further into analysing this lyric, you boy got the hyperlink on genius.com, baby. Come on. Immortalised forever in YoungBoy's catalogue, bro. You can't take that away from me, bro. You can't take it away from me. It is what it is. It's done now. That's now part of the zeitgeist. That's part of the story, okay? Me and YoungBoy, our stories are intertwined. Pause. Long pause. But, bro, I got to say, I was absolutely gassed. Like, can you believe little old me, you know what I'm saying, coming straight out of Bognor, got my own YoungBoy lyric, bro. I might, if YoungBoy gets a plaque for that song, I'm going to need a plaque. Quite frankly, YB. I'm going to need a plaque. But anyway, I kind of just tried to like put to the back of my head what he's actually saying, because when you actually read the lyrics, I'm not gonna front. I think YoungBoy said he's gonna kill me, or he's gonna kill like one of my people. Now look, let's actually break down the lyrics and realize that let's not overlook the fact that YoungBoy, the demon of Baton Rouge, is threatening my life publicly in this song. Right? Look, he said, "Real gangster or a fake killer? Tell him F with us. Had you front row at the funeral wondering if we split them?" Now, I thought he said have. Okay, so I thought when I heard this lyric, he's referencing my documentary, and he's saying, I will have you at the front row at the funeral wondering if we split them. Okay? Now, I don't know if he's talking about he's going to have me front row at a funeral wondering if YoungBoy split somebody, or if he's going to have other people front row at my funeral wondering if YoungBoy split me. Okay, so I'll be honest, I heard this song, I was gassed. I was thinking like, oh man, YoungBoy mentioned me in a lyric, that is lit. And I start like deeping what he's actually saying. I'm like, yo, did YoungBoy say he's going to kill me? Like, I'm pretty sure the best rapper alive just said he was going to smoke me. It's a weird feeling. It's honestly a weird feeling. But anyway, he followed that up with one hell of a line. Okay, so he says, real gangster or fake killer, tell him F with us. Have you front row at the funeral, player, wondering if we split him? I ain't even squeezed that trigger. That's that flipping bag that hit him. So look, he is literally saying, okay, in response to my documentary, this is why this is crazy, okay, because the whole concept, as I've said, is a bait and switch, okay? It ain't a serial killer documentary. YoungBoy ain't a serial killer. I'm sorry. YoungBoy has not murdered anybody with his bare hands as far as the internet is aware, okay? That doesn't mean that he's not. I mean, it kind of does mean that he's not. But look, okay, YoungBoy ain't out here murdering people with his bare hands like King Von was, allegedly. But he is saying outright on this song, in response to my documentary, that posits whether or not he is a real gangster or in fact a fake killer. It's not really the title. Is he a real killer or a fake gangster? And he is saying, I ain't even squeezed the trigger. That's that bag that hit him. So he is basically saying, in response to the content of the documentary regarding my status as a real gangster or in fact a fake killer, he is confirming he indeed is putting the bag on fools, and he sees it, even though he is not squeezing the trigger, it's the bag that hit him. He is confirming he is indeed a real killer as far as I'm concerned. So I feel like that's a perfect way to end my analysis of the entire YoungBoy story, the entire YoungBoy saga, the ups, the downs, the video that nearly ruined my life, no cap. YoungBoy has confirmed he's putting bags on people. That's how it is. It's crazy. What a crazy moment. What a crazy period of life for me. It was absolutely mental. Crazy time. Appreciate everybody that watched it. Appreciate everybody that showed love, and appreciate YoungBoy for being probably the greatest musical artist alive right now, in my opinion, the most important.